आदाब, नमस्ते, सत श्री अकाल। मैं हर्षिका गुप्ता आज आपके सामने आई हूँ टॉपिक लेके अल्ट्रासाउंड फॉर स्पेशली फॉर द फिजियोथेरेपी स्टूडेंट्स एंड ऑन द बिहाफ ऑफ फीडबैक एंड रिक्वेस्ट ऑफ माय पेशेंट। सो आज हम डिस्कस करने वाले हैं अल्ट्रासाउंड के बारे में। अल्ट्रासाउंड से पहले हम डिस्कस करेंगे कि अल्ट्रासाउंड वेव्स क्या है। सो अल्ट्रासाउंड वेव्स आर इनऑडिबल हाई फ्रीक्वेंसी एकॉस्टिक एनर्जी with frequency above 20 हर्ट्ज और आई कैन से 20 किलो हर्ट्ज। अल्ट्रासाउंड वो वेव्स हैं जो हमें सुनाई नहीं देती, इनकी फ्रीक्वेंसी हर एक अपनी फंडामेंटल यूनिट होती है, जैसे ह्यूमन बॉडी की सेल, वैसे ही अल्ट्रासाउंड्स की एक फ्रीक्वेंसी यूनिट है जो कि हर्ट्ज है एंड इसकी जो रेंज है दैट इज़ 20,000 हर्ट्ज और 20 किलो हर्ट्ज। नाउ मूविंग फॉरवर्ड कि थेरेपेटिक अल्ट्रासाउंड क्या है। तो थेरेपेटिक अल्ट्रासाउंड इज इनऑडिबल acoustic high frequency energy that produce either thermal or non-thermal physiologic effects with following therapeutic parameters। अल्ट्रासाउंड जो है वो एक थर्मल हीट इफेक्ट फिजियोलॉजिकल इफेक्ट जनरेट करती है, हाई फ्रीक्वेंसी एनर्जी। एंड इसकी क्या रेंज है, कितनी रेंज तक ये फ्रीक्वेंसी प्रोड्यूस कर सकती है, दैट इज़ एज पर रिटन एंड ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ लेटेस्ट डेटा इट वॉज 0.75 to 3 megahertz, but in general your electrotherapy book was written from 1 megahertz to 3 megahertz एंड इंटेंसिटी क्या है इसका 0.1 to 3 watt सेंटीमीटर स्क्वायर। कितनी डेप्थ तक ही पेनिट्रेट करेगी साउंड वेव। अगर वी आर अप्लाइंग ऑन द स्किन, हम अल्ट्रासाउंड स्किन पे अप्लाई कर रहे हैं तो कितनी डेप्थ तक जा सकती है, दैट इज़ 2 to 5 सेंटीमीटर एंड इट इज़ नॉन इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक एंड इट इज़ अप्लाइड इन फिजियोथेरेपी क्लिनिक विद द हेल्प ऑफ कपलिंग मीडियम। कपलिंग मीडियम क्या है, कौन कौन से मीडियम हो सकते हैं एंड क्यों नीड है, इन सब की हम डिस्कस करेंगे इन अपकमिंग स्लाइड्स। सो प्रिंसिपल क्या है, सी इलेक्ट्रोथेरेपी मॉडलिटी इज ऑलवेज वर्किंग ऑन द स्पेसिफिक प्रिंसिपल। अल्ट्रासाउंड जिस प्रिंसिपल पे वर्क करता है एंड दैट प्रिंसिपल नेम्ड इज पीजियो इलेक्ट्रिक और पीजियो इलेक्ट्रिसिटी is a natural phenomena found in many materials such as natural or synthetic. Natural material named as quartz crystal or synthetic material named as barium titanate. So ये क्रिस्टल्स कहाँ होते हैं, ये क्रिस्टल होते हैं अल्ट्रासाउंड के ट्रांसड्यूसर में। आई कैन से दैट इसके अल्ट्रासाउंड के हेड में जो क्रिस्टल होता है वो आपका क्वार्ट्ज मटेरियल या वेरियम टिटेनेट का होता है, जो कि हेल्प करता है साउंड वेव्स को ट्रांसमिट करने में, ट्रांसफ़र करने में इन द स्किन फॉर ट्रीटमेंट पर्पस। ये दो तरीके से काम करता है, डायरेक्ट पीजियो इलेक्ट्रिक इफेक्ट एंड रिवर्स पीजियो इलेक्ट्रिक इफेक्ट। तो डायरेक्ट पीजियो इलेक्ट्रिक इफेक्ट की मैं बात कर रही हूँ, क्रिएशन ऑफ एन इलेक्ट्रिकल वोल्टेज अक्रॉस द क्रिस्टल एज इट इज़ कंप्रेस्ड और एक्सपांड और आई कैन से कंप्रेशन और रेयरफ्रैक्शन हैपन विद द हेल्प व्हेन इट ट्रांसमिट द साउंड वेव्स इनटू आवर स्किन। रिवर्स पीजियो इलेक्ट्रिक इफेक्ट क्या होता है, when high frequency alternating current is applied to the crystal causing alternate compression and rarefaction at each time the current changes from positive to negative. This is produce mechanical sound waves as you can see in the diagram also. Now moving forward, क्या क्या components हैं अल्ट्रासाउंड के डिवाइस में, कौन कौन से कंपोनेंट्स हैं। तो जैसा आप ये देख रहे हैं मशीन है, इसे अल्ट्रासाउंड कहते हैं, कुछ इस तरह की मशीन दिखती है। और ये जो आप देख रहे हैं ये हेड है, जिससे हम दूसरे भाषा में मेडिकल टर्म में बोलते हैं ट्रांसड्यूसर। अब ये जो रेक्टेंगुलर बॉक्स है, पहला कंपोनेंट हम इसके बारे में डिस्कस करें। इसके अंदर क्या क्या होता है, इसके अंदर सोर्स ऑफ हाई फ्रिक्वेंसी होता है, ऑसिलेटरी सर्किट होता है, ट्रांसफार्मर है एंड कंट्रोल पैनल है। कंट्रोल पैनल यू कैन सी, आपको डिजिट दिख रहे हैं, यहाँ पर कुछ बटन्स हैं इसकी इंटेंसिटी बढ़ाने के लिए, टाइम पीरियड बढ़ाने के लिए एंड टू सेट द पर्टिकुलर वॉट एज पर द रिक्वायरमेंट सारा। फिर इस सेकेंड कंपोनेंट भी हैव दैट इज़ कॉक्सिबल केबल। ये है आपकी कॉक्सिबल केबल जिससे ये ट्रांसड्यूसर कनेक्ट होता है। यू कैन सी दैट इज़ द कॉक्सिबल केबल, दिस इज दिस बायो एंड दीज आर योर ट्रांसड्यूसर्स और हेड। वन इज ऑफ 1 megahertz and other is 3 megahertz. So what is transducer? Transducer consists of piezoelectric crystal as we discussed in the previous slide, such as quartz and barium titanate, with one surface covered by metal plate, that is your metal plate, this, and the other surface attached to the coaxial cable by this. This is the nozzle where the cable is attached. Now moving forward, what was the physics fundamentals applied on the ultrasound? क्या physics के properties is apply होती है ultrasound में? So we will also discuss for the as a physiotherapy student. Ultrasound wave is like as electromagnetic waves. It is transverse versus longitudinal, reflected and refracted, observed and penetration, attenuation, that is energy losing. See, some energy, some sound waves in the form of electromagnetic or kind of a sonic therapy pass on the skin, then some is loses also. There is a maybe lack of medium, coupling medium, or the application method, right? That's why we are using coupling medium to transmission of the waves without wastage or maximum transmission of the sound waves to the skin. So reflection, like some waves is coming into the and then reflected back. Some is observed, like here, observed, and some is transmitted. So these are the physics fundamental principles. Now you can see this is how the mechanism is happened when the transducer is, this is a transducer or head, and it is come into the contact of the skin with the help of coupling medium, and now this is transferring the sound waves, sonic waves to your skin for the relieving condition of relieving pain as per the required condition. Now I will also discuss about what was the transverse waves in the bone, and longitudinal waves will be sent it to the your soft tissue structures. So if we are using transverse waves, we are going to giving a applying application of method or pattern of application of ultrasound wave is transverse, then means we are targeting bone to transmit the ultrasonic waves to the bone. अगर हम transducer head को apply कर रहे हैं skin पे as a transverse pattern, then we are targeting the bone and we are placing and choosing the pattern of application as a longitudinal, then our focus is on the soft tissue. Now there are the few principles, or I can say the way that how and which percentage of sound waves transmit to the soft tissue structure, fat, bone and head skin. So soft tissue, ear, these are the percentages in the slide. You can see it's not as that much important as a physiotherapy. You just have to keep the information in head. I'm moving forward to this slide. This is the clinical applications of the ultrasound. So sending BEVs, hotspots, shearing forces are the reflections. Clinical applications for the pain relief using coupling medium, as it is, you can see here is writing is use of coupling media, use of pulse ultrasound. See, there is a two mode, continuous mode of ultrasound waves to transfer and pulse mode with the help of or involvement of the intervals, and continuous is without any interval. Keep the ultrasound or head or transducer perpendicular like this is perpendicular. Keep ultrasound in contact with the skin, always be in the skin. If head is in ear, then might be there is a dysfunction of the ultrasound or damage of the crystal, and you know that crystal was of barium or quartz, so it might be damaged, then there is no ultrasonic therapy effects. Everything is in this ultrasound, the main working part is only the crystal. Now moving forward, there are again some extra things like beam non-uniformity ratio क्या है, and how much the passing capacity from the transducer to the skin. They are the ratios. You can go through with the slides, and if still need any help, let me know. I'll explain in very detail in another slide or upcoming videos, that for sure. Just you can take the screenshot as well for good memorize or revising the things. Now I'm going to talking about penetration and absorption is the mechanism of the ultrasound, how the waves was penetration and the absorption. So if the penetration is 5 cm, there is an absorption of the energy or the sound waves frequency by the 1 megahertz, and we are penetrating 2 to 2.5 centimeter. The absorption is increasing 3 megahertz. So depend on the severity of the conditions, we apply accordingly, and the dependency of the time period of the injury, acute or chronic. So we have to focus about that also. Tissue with a higher water content have low absorption rate and high penetration rate. Tissue with a high protein content have high absorption rate and low penetration rate. I hope now it's clear to everyone. Now, what was the relation between absorption and penetration of ultrasound? So I already said in previous slide that we will discuss all the medium. So we have a number of medium like water, blood, whole blood, fat, muscle, nerve. So these are the mediums, and the listing down the absorption rate and the penetration rate. So you can wisely choose that medium if you require another medium apart from the ultrasonic gel. Now the two principles will, or I can say terminology, will interact in the upcoming slide. That is, one was attenuation. Attenuation is the gradual reduction in the intensity of the ultrasonic beam once it has left the treatment head, and it depends on absorption rate and scatter. The higher the tissue with water content, the less the attenuation. The higher the tissue with protein content, the more the attenuation. So I hope you clear with this thing. It is in very detailed ultrasound. For first year physiotherapy student, just know about the mechanism and the principle is sufficient, and for the second year onwards you should know about what is attenuation, what is beam ratio, and the further upcoming things. So half value thickness mm is the depth of the soft tissue at which the ultrasound beams reduces to the half of its intensity, depend on frequency and type of tissue you are targeting, like fat, muscle, bone. Now the another slide, treatment parameters with ultrasound. तो क्या क्या parameters हैं जो हमें ध्यान रखने चाहिए while we applying ultrasound? The treatment parameters depend on the desired effect of ultrasound, like thermal or non-thermal, which you want as per the requirement and the condition of the patient. However, the following parameters have to be considered, like frequency, intensity, motion and duty cycle, treatment duration, conducting media, technique of the application. Again, technique of the application. So there is a different method to apply the ultrasound. Water bag method, direct method. This is the direct method. There is a head and one coupling media or medium of the application and direct contact with the skin. One was direct water work method and dip method, and many more we will discussing as seen. Frequency of ultrasound, we all are aware, and we already discussed about the 1 megahertz and 3 megahertz. So for condition wise, we can just go through with the slide. 3 megahertz, the higher frequency, less depth of penetration and more absorption in superficial tissues. 3 megahertz is appropriate for superficial lesion 2 to 3 centimeters, such as plantar fasciitis condition, Achilles tendonitis and tennis elbow condition. Whereas 1 megahertz lower the frequency, 1 megahertz is greater in the depth of the penetration into the deeper tissues. So the conditions named as, like the deeper tissue, we have a deep muscle pain and another trigger points over there. So for pain relieving or injury conditions, we can apply the ultrasound with the 1 megahertz. Ultrasound intensity, as we discussed, we have a 1 to 3 watt per centimeter square. So the rate of energy watts is being delivered per unit of area centimeter square. Spatial average intensity psi is the average intensity of ultrasound output over the area of transducer. Total watts per effective radiating area. If ultrasound is produced at a power of 8 watt, your ERA, that is our sound head of is 4 centimeter square, the psi would be 2.0 watt per centimeter square. According to WHO guidelines, 3.0 watt per centimeter is the safe limit for therapeutic treatment. So we can apply 3 watt per centimeter square as a therapeutic treatment. So this is too high intensity causes tissue damage. That's why we within the safer limit. Lowest intensity achieves a desired therapeutic effect as well. So now it is categorized into acute, subacute and chronic on the basis of time period of the injury or the pain intensity, which intensity we can prefer. Mode of ultrasound delivery and duty cycle. So this is a continuous mode and pulse mode. As we are talking in the previous slide, we have two modes, continuous and pulse. So these are the waveforms produced or the effects or effectiveness how we apply the ultrasound. You can see over the slide. These are all the parameters, duty cycle in a pulse mode, what was the ratio, what was the on time and off time, and the calculation. The outcome duty cycle will be the percentage of 20% and 50%. Moving forward, again duty cycle in pulse mode. So you can see over here, these are the ratios of pulse mode. 1:9 producing for no heating effect. If we require minimal heating effect, we can go for 1:4, and if we heating lesser effects, mild less effects, 1:3, and gradually we can choose the pulse mode with the frequency. Treatment duration according to time and requirement of the patient, and as we did the assessment and detailed analysis of the patient, so we can choose basis on this. These are conducting media, as we have a ultrasonic gel, water and gel pads, so we can choose according to that good coupling media. So we can I think this is need to be discussed, characteristic of good coupling media. What are the characteristics or significance of good coupling media? So first is high viscosity and transmissivity for ultrasound, hypoallergic characters, acoustic impedance similar to human tissues, cheap and lubricant. These are the characteristics of good coupling media. So अगर ये characteristic follow कर रहा है तो we can use that coupling media as a coupling medium. So that till now, that is, we have 96% ultrasonic gel. We generally use this only, and sometimes water also, especially for the pan probe electrode, and gel pads nowadays we are practicing a lot. These are those calculation of ultrasound. You can take out the screenshot for just for your reference. Otherwise, when we are applying in clinical field, based on the practicality, we can apply the things accordingly. Physiological effects of ultrasound. So thermal effects we already discussed. When thermal effects, it help to increase the pain threshold, reduction of pain and muscle spasm, increase blood flow, increase extensibility and deposition of collagen tissues, increase enzyme activity, आपकी metabolic rate अच्छी करती है, हीलिंग प्रमोट करता है, एंड साथ ही साथ इट विल हेल्प टू इम्प्रूव ऑक्सीजन लेवल इन योर ब्लड एंड बॉडी. नाउ फिजियोलॉजिकल इफेक्ट्स, नॉन थर्मल इफेक्ट्स क्या क्या हैं? तो कैविटेशन, एकॉस्टिक, माइक्रो स्ट्रीमिंग एंड माइक्रो मसाज. उससे पहले यूजिंग कंटिन्यूस मोड विद इंटेंसिटी लोअर देन 0.5 वाट पर सेंटीमीटर स्क्वायर. कैविटेशन क्या है? जैसे हमने जो पहले डिस्कस किया था, कैविटेशन दो तरीके का है, स्टेबल कैविटेशन एंड अनस्टेबल कैविटेशन. सो कैविटेशन इज द फॉर्मेशन ऑफ टाइनी गैस बबल्स इन द टिश्यू fluid as a result of ultrasound energy due to molecular agitation, like as this diagram will show. And you can also refer Clayton of the therapeutic book of electrotherapy, and there is you can find out everything which is we discussing in this video. So stable cavitation occur when bubbles oscillate to and fro within the ultrasound pressure waves, creating faster transmigration of ions at cellular level and associated with acoustic streaming to induce therapeutic effects. Clear? Now, what is unstable cavitation? Occurs when the gas bubbles pick up too much ultrasound energy, causing them to expand rapidly and then collapse using high pressure and temperature changes, and resulting in gross damage to tissues. That is low frequency or high frequency ultrasound. Clinically, unstable cavitation we can say using space average intensity below 4 watt per centimeter square, using pulse source of ultrasound and moving the treatment head. Acoustic microstreaming. Microstreaming is localized unidirectional fluid movement around the vibrating bubbles. like this as the diagram shows. Alternative cell membrane permeability enhance protein synthesis. So it will again improving the or promoting the healing property of the area or targeted group. Enhance repairing process, again same thing. Micro massage effects, this occur where the longitudinal waves of the ultrasound beam produces compression and rarefaction of the cell, and if affect the movement of the tissue fluid, release of contractures and adhesion. So if there is any contracture in the muscle or the joint, like especially in the post-operative cases, post-fracture cases and frozen shoulder-like condition, we can give the ultrasound in this kind of method with the micromassage effect will reduce the and release the contraction and adhesion of the tissues or soft tissues. So these are the non-thermal effects of ultrasound listing, like increased cell membrane and vascular permeability, increased blood, decrease the edema and diffusion of ions. These are the indications. You can take the screenshot of the, we all are वेरी अवेयर अबाउट दिस, हमें किस किस कंडीशन में अल्ट्रासाउंड देना चाहिए, पेन में देना है, स्प्रेन में देना है, स्ट्रेन में देना है, ब्रोसाइटिस रूमेटाइड कंडीशंस में देना है, आर्थराइटिस कंडीशन में देना है, बर्न केस में देना है, एंड स्कार टिश्यू पेन रिलीफ में, लो बैक पेन के कंडीशन में देना है. किस किस कंडीशन में नहीं देना है, कॉन्ट्रा इंडिकेशंस हैं. सो दी आर द इन द स्लाइड्स ऑलरेडी मेंशन. वी कैन टेक द स्क्रीनशॉट एज वेल अगैन, and we will discuss contraindications already in our previous uploaded videos. You can prefer over there also. Thank you. Have a good day.